Okay, welcome to Sports Mania, and this is Eagles 102.3 FM YouTube channel. Now, you can be a part of our conversation. All you just need to do is to like the page, subscribe to the YouTube channel by clicking on the subscribe button, and also the notification bell to notify you when we upload new videos. Okay, today on the show, I have with me a friend and a brother, Mr. Bassi, and together we will be analyzing the 2024-2025 football season across Europe. Well, I'm better known as the sport minister on radio, so let's go straight into the conversation. Now, the English Premier League is gradually coming to an end, and Liverpool has been crowned the 2024-2025 season champion. After a long wait between them and Arsenal, everyone actually believed that Arsenal will do the catch up, but they've eventually gone ahead with that massive defeat against Tottenham Hotspur over the weekend. 5 goals to 1 in that particular game, and it was a thriller for Liverpool, and they were confirmed the champions of EPL. Now, guess what? Now, after being confirmed the champion of the EPL this season, they met up with Manchester United, winning the 20th league title. So for United, they've won the league title 20 times, and for Liverpool, they've also won the league title on 20 good occasions. Well, some will say, now who is the best team in England? Will it be Manchester United or will it be Liverpool? Well, I'll just leave that to you to drop in the comment section below. But meanwhile, let's bring in Mr. Bassi. And Bassi, welcome once again to the show. Let's
Thank you
look
very
at
much.
the EPL so far. So
Yeah.
far, let's look at the EPL. How has it been for you as a football fan, especially as a Chelsea fan?
Okay, it has been a great season, and as you said, it has been a great and lovely season. We've enjoyed good football. We've enjoyed good football from Arsenal, from Liverpool. I wanted to say Man U, but I don't know what I enjoy.
No,
I enjoy good football from Man
you leave Man U and I come to Man U. Let's just continue with the
U.
conversation.
Okay, we've enjoyed good football from all this team, and we've even seen a club like Nottingham Forest becoming a surprise of the season. Generally, EPL has been a great season, and we've not talked about La Liga, where we've seen Real Madrid struggling to catch up with Barcelona in everything. Barcelona beating them all around three good times this season. Man, this season has been a one. Is it Italian league where we see a club like Napoli and Inter Milan, Juventus, all of them battling it up together and trying to come up, And this season, one thing that I've seen this season is that almost all the league, they've been this
Stiff competition.
stiff competition whereby everybody are following each other, like EPL. Apart from the Liverpool that have gone ahead, if you see Arsenal with the that are second with the third position, you see
Position.
that it's very close. And then you now look at the fourth, Nottingham Forest. You now look at Man City. You now look at all those ones. They are like one point ahead of each other. Some even goal difference ahead of each other. So this season has been a lovely season. I enjoyed my football this season.
Now, we'll go away from the English. We'll still return back to the English Premier League. Let's go
Yeah.
straight to the Italian Serie A. You made mention of some of those teams struggling, Juventus and so on like that.
Yeah.
But if you notice, to me, the surprise and take home from the league is Como. Now, Como
Mm.
is being handled
Fabregas.
by Seth Fabregas, and I think they will survive this season, making their debut in the season.
They survive already.
They survived already. And also look at what's happening between Napoli
Yeah,
and Inter
Inter
Milan. Now,
Milan.
Inter Milan has lost twice. I don't know if they are preparing for the Champions League. I wouldn't know. But now, Antonio Conte, with 3 points ahead of Inter Milan, are
Mm,
saying that, come, we are not going to be complacent with this. We
yeah,
just want to be focused
focus on
with
it.
the remaining 2 games or
Yeah,
3 games.
yeah. I think if you look at Napoli, they have everything going for them because they are not playing in Champions League again now. So they will only channel all their energy to winning that Serie A. and a club like Inter Milan, they will have to like reserve their players, understand, at some point because they have crucial matches in Champions League semi final. If they pass the semi final, they will also look at the final. And to me, Inter will love to like and win the Champions
Champions
League
League and get the Scudetto.
more than the Scudetto. To me,
Okay,
so they will channel their energy towards Champions League. So
well, they
that's
seem to
what
aim for treble. Barcelona is aiming for treble, so
I think.
they should also aim for treble too.
I'm not that Barcelona. Forget about those treble. They will not.
They will
We
not.
know it. We know it.
Okay, now
Uh,
let's go straight to the Spanish La Liga. A
yeah.
summary of what's happening in Spanish La Liga.
Mm,
Now we you said it earlier. Real Madrid
mm,
battling with Barcelona
Barcelona.
this season alone, and
Mm.
Barcelona seems to be on
Ah.
top. Now it's I think it's done and dusted because
Yeah.
we are not going to see Madrid getting
They
anything
can.
out of
They can
the La
in
Liga
La
this
Liga.
season, and also Atletico Madrid coming so far. So Barcelona, is there anything exceptional they did from the previous season that made them look so magical this season?
The exceptional thing that they do is getting those young boys at that front. You see, Jamal. You see, which other Omo. Those young players. They are very sharp and they are very fast. And I think the new coach and understand them very well. He went and brought in. I think okay, it was the former coach that brought in Rafina that has become the revelation of the season
The
for
same
them.
Rafinha they were about to score
Yeah,
for
they
sell
all
out.
fail. So he has become another thing under this coach. I think this coach has been able to like the difference, if you ask me, is the coach.
Hmm,
The coach came and then know how to use those
those
players
players.
and then manage them very well, and then they are giving him good results. You know,
Okay, now let's go straight to the German Bundesliga.
yeah.
The last winners were Bayern Leverkusen,
Mm.
and now I don't think they want to taste. I don't think they will grab that trophy
They
again
won.
this time.
They won.
Unique is Bayern Munich coming in very strong.
Yeah.
That is one. Harry Kane is on the verge of getting his
I'm
best
first.
trophy, and Vincent Company is
Yeah.
also on the verge of lifting the Bundesliga. So
Yeah.
let's look at Bayern Munich and the Bundesliga this season.
Yeah. Bayern Munich has been doing fantastically well, and they've been doing some. I think Vincent Company came in with this mindset that he can do it, and the only disappointment that they have is the Champions League
Champions
that they
League.
couldn't do much. But for that, their Bundesliga, they want to win it by all means, and I'm sure that that Bayern Leverkusen will not come close to them this season. And Harry Kane, I would be so happy for him because I've been praying and longing for this guy to win
He
trophy.
will get something this season. At
Understand?
least he will do good.
It was as if it's a cause because he came to Bayern Munich last season, and then that last season that he's supposed to win,
It
Bayern
will
Leverkusen who came and snatch it from them. So I will be so happy for him. I will be
Okay,
so happy
let's
for
come
him.
back to the English Premier League
Yeah,
and let's look at their performance so far,
yeah,
especially in Europe.
yeah.
We made mention of Manchester United,
Mm,
and it seems the Ruben Amorim has his game plan.
mm.
Maybe he doesn't really want to really push, knowing fully well that it's over for them in
In
the
EPL,
EPL.
yeah.
So he wants to what everybody will say the back door or the window to come to Europe by winning the Europa League. But generally, look at the English team. You'll find one of them in the Europa League.
Mm.
You'll find two of
Conference
them
League,
actually in Europa League.
yeah.
One in the Conference League, and that is Chelsea.
One
Then
in Champions
Arsenal
League.
in the UEFA Champions League. And now, because of Arsenal getting Champions League, they have an extra slot
That's
in
fine. Yeah,
for the UEFA Champions League
yeah.
for next season.
Mm.
The EPL and the Cup in Europe.
Yeah, the EPL, the Premier League clubs this season, they've been doing very well. And like you can forget the fact that Liverpool were so unfortunate to like be knocked out. But if you look at Arsenal this season, they are doing very well. And imagine Man U that are struggling yeah, in Premier League. They are I think in 15th position now. They are struggling in Premier League. Then in Europa,
They're doing good. They've
they've
not
not
lost a game. They've
lost
not
a
lost a
game
game.
in Europa League. Understand? Imagine that kind of a thing. And then Chelsea are also in and out struggling, but in Conference League, although, English team this season they've been doing very well, and you can see even the list of them also picking up, like Nottingham Forest, Newcastle. In fact, Aston Villa wanted to surprise everybody.
Yeah,
They
Aston
nearly
Villa.
surprised.
Even Crystal Palace even did
Imagine
well
them winning.
getting to the final of the FA Cup.
Understand? So even in Champions League, Aston Villa, if not for PSG that stood their ground, imagine. Do you see that comeback?
I
They
just
nearly
want to come back.
came back in that game, but I think it was just meant to be like that. But
Meant to be like that.
EPL this season, their teams are doing very well. I think they've improved. They are improving, and anybody that is saying that EPL is not the best league, they should forget about it. They are the to me, they are the best league in the world. Understand?
Let's share your thoughts on the show as we still banter on the performance of the English Premier League in the club. So all you just need to do is to go down to the comment section and drop. Truly, is the EPL the best throughout Europe this season,
Yeah.
or is it the La Liga, or is it the German Bundesliga, or the Italian Serie A? Let's share your thoughts on the comment section. Now let's look at the Ballon d'Or. You remember what happened when the other year was what's his name again was giving
Lewandowski.
when he won the Ballon d'Or last season.
Okay. Okay.
Everyone was even thinking that it was going to be
Yeah. Rodri.
as Rodri. Now everyone was thinking was they were going to give it to Vinicius
Vinicius.
Junior,
Yeah.
and now we see a depleted Real
Real
Madrid
Madrid.
side.
Yeah.
We see a depleted Real Madrid side. Do you still? How do you think the Ballon d'Or will move this time?
Okay.
Kylian Mbappe leaving PSG. Everyone think okay, going to Madrid, a star-studded team, you will get something out of this. Are we seeing what's the name? Kylian Mbappe is close to getting the Ballon d'Or this year, or who do you think will come up for the Ballon d'Or, knowing fully well the team we now have in the UEFA Champions League this season?
Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to talking about Kylian Mbappe first before I talk about Ballon d'Or. Kylian Mbappe, I think it disrupted the move of Real Madrid. Understand? Because when he was in Paris Saint Germain, the same thing happened. I think I have problem with star-studded teams. I have
Mm.
problem with that those kind of a team
You'll
because
be confused on which players to
yes,
use.
and everybody want to show themselves. Understand? Like when he was in Paris Saint Germain, Neymar was there and
Messi
Messi
too
was
was
there.
there.
So we were expecting them to win Champions League, but they couldn't because everybody want to show themselves and this and that. I'm the main guy, this and that. And then the same thing now is happening in Real Madrid. Now, when he left Paris Saint Germain and then all those star players left, now look at where they are. They are in semi final already and they are playing very well. If you watch PSG, they play together. They played very well. And then the same thing is now happening in Real Madrid. Now he's in Real Madrid. There's Vinicius Junior. There is Bellingham, and there are some other good players. Understand? And then
But remember that
don't forget that
it's also a mix of the old and the young with Modric also still there.
yes, don't forget that Vinicius was struggling to be the all winner last season. And then there was also a conversation about Jude Bellingham winning the Ballon d'Or last season. Understand? And then now Mbappe coming into the team, I think it disrupt the flow of the team because of that. And everybody, the ego will be there. Vinicius will want to be the main man. Jude is there, and then now Mbappe. So that because of that, I think that's why they are struggling this season. They cannot. So if you talk about Ballon d'Or, remove Mbappe from it.
Mm,
Take Mbappe out of it. Take Vinicius out of
out of
it.
it.
The main people that we should talk the beginning of the season with what Liverpool were doing, we were thinking that Salah will you know, win his first Ballon d'Or. But them being knocked out, that thing changed everything. If not, the guy should have been. But Salah is also out of it. The person that I'm looking at now is between what's his name, Rafina and this guy in Paris Saint Germain, this winger, Dembele, yeah. Those are the two people I'm really, my mind is staying, at least one of them. And even Jamal, but Jamal is still very young. He's still very young. So
Well, that,
I think Rafinha and Dembele will
well, that
schedule
is
it
past its own opinion. I don't know who you think will win the Ballon d'Or this season, knowing fully well that the season is already coming to an end. In the month of May, we have most of the leagues will climax. We also have the finals of the UEFA Champions League, the UEFA Europa League, and also the Conference League. But your own take, go down to the comment section. Who do you think will win the Ballon d'Or this season? Well, like I said, the season is gradually coming to an end. Now let's finally look at your club, Chelsea. There's this back and front, especially in the top four.
Yeah.
Nottingham is there. Newcastle United is there. Manchester City. I don't know. I would have said Manchester should use the back door and just use the left door and just go straight. But let's look at Chelsea, your club. So far, so good this season. How has your coach done, Enzo Maresca?
Enzo Maresca, the beginning of the season, he did very well. But along the way, I think in EPL, when you come as a coach and then you are doing well, some other team will study you. So when they study you, when they now find out your secret, they will know how to beat you. I think that's what happened to our coach. But this season, he has not been doing well. My club, my team, I expected my team not to even struggle to make top four this season, and I think it's because of their decisions. I can remember when Mikel Obi was crying out every time they should bring in Victor Osimhen. You know, he has been crying out, and then they should bring in a good defender, maybe, and also a good goalkeeper.
So
And then we expect them.
sorry, you can imagine if Osimhen comes in with the number of goals that he has scored
God,
for Galatasaray. You can imagine if he scores it here for
and
Chelsea.
I was so pained when that deal collapsed, and it's because of Chelsea. I think the main problem is not only even the coach, is the main the board of Chelsea and everybody. They could not make a good decision. I think Victor Osimhen was really willing to come to Chelsea. He was very ready to come to Chelsea. But imagine you going to propose a loan move for Victor Osimhen at the dime minute. And even with that, the guy still accepted, wanted to come. And then you guys did not fast forward things and make it happen. And then along the way, the deal collapsed. Okay, now even on January transfer window, I I wanted Chelsea to still push for that move, but they did not do anything. They didn't bring. They saw in the first half we struggle with defenders. Our defenders concede goals a lot. They concede goals a lot. We struggle with keeper. Our keeper was becoming a basket. He wasn't. He wasn't. He couldn't save some critical goals, and that cost us as well. And then that January transfer, I expected them to go and sign a goalkeeper, sign a striker because you cannot depend on Jackson. You can't depend on Jackson. Jackson, to me, Jackson is a team player, not a goal scorer. If you bring in someone like Osime to be in that front and then put Jackson on the wing, Jackson they will play well. They will score goals. Understand? So he can hold up to play, he can hold up to ball, he can mark. Understand? But his main work that we gave him was to finish, to score goals, but he's not doing that. So imagine that January. Has it mean they bring in someone, even if you don't bring in Osimhen, bring in another good striker, and then bring in a goalkeeper for us, or and maybe one defender. But they didn't do anything. Instead, they now loan the one that they had. Imagine
Well,
loan some key players out.
the good thing now
Understand?
is that after this season, probably after the season comes to an end officially, everyone will now focus. Though the Club World Cup is there, then the transfer window will definitely open.
Chelsea should forget about the Club World Cup.
So,
They
so
should forget because they would disgrace Chelsea.
we'll see the performance of them and
They
see
would
how.
I'm telling you, they would disgrace Chelsea. They should just forget about it. I'm a Chelsea fan, oh, but
I don't know you're a
they
Chelsea
would they
fan.
would disgrace Chelsea. I'm telling you for free.
Okay, this is where we have to wrap up the show at this moment. The conversation definitely will still continue because we will not end here. I will keep talking about these clubs, especially the ones across Europe. So let's see how it's going to be the next time we are back behind the cameras, still looking at other top stories that will be tracking when it comes to sport. Well, I still remain the sport minister on radio, Vicky Vick, and this is Mr. Bassi. Thank you
Mr.
very much
Bassi,
for
yeah.
making out time to come along.
Thank you, boss. Thank you, boss.
Okay,
Thank you,
now
boss.
you can still go ahead, smash that red button, that is the subscribe button. Click on the notification bell to notify you when we upload videos. Don't forget to like and also share this page. See you in our next video.